I'm sorry, Mr. Marshmallow. God, he's so pretty. Can I keep you, buddy? Can I keep you? Alright guys, so I know I look a hot mess. Yesterday we're headed back from our vacation and we get a message from our daughter saying that, I'll put a clip. This is what she sent, the video that she sent.
Uh-oh. I think we have a rooster.
So, Marshmallow is a rooster. So all the way to the airport, and then after we got off the airport, on the way back home, we're trying to find someone that will take him. Because I do not want to have to kill him. But it appears nobody wants a rooster, and I can't get caught or take anyone off in my neighborhood. Otherwise, I'm probably going to have to get rid of all my chickens, and I don't want to do that. My husband has been researching the most humane way to snap a chicken's neck, and then we'll figure out how to... This is gonna break my heart. This is just gonna break my heart. And I don't think anything like this should ever be easy. There's nothing else in the red cup. Is it an empty red cup? He is beautiful, isn't he, though? I wish I could keep him, but I can't. So I need to learn how to... Ouch, he just picked my finger. I need to learn how to fuck him and gut him, and this is not what I wanted to come back to. Nope. I was really keeping my fingers crossed that Marshmallow was just a very manly looking female chicken. But he is not. He is definitely crowing. He just brought me out here this morning so I can shut him up. I was like, shut your mouth. I'm gonna be sad to say goodbye to him. At least we got one chicken from Bella's. She hatched 2 babies, and I was hoping they were both gonna be added to my flock, but only one because Marshmallow has gotta go. Sorry, buddy. Good looking man though, you are. Handsome looking man. I'd keep you if I lived somewhere else. Beautiful. I just saw him mount one of the girls, so he's showing all the signs of being a rooster. I wanted to show you guys this. I'm still trying to clean up after vacation, but when I came home, the counter was covered with these homemade sugar cookies. My daughter and her boyfriend made these while we were away, and see, one's a chicken. Isn't that awesome? So it was in celebration of me reaching 1,000 subscribers while I was on vacation. It's Jen Joy. Aren't they cute? This is an orange tomato. Orange tomato. A red tomato. Stars. Thumbs up. Is that cute or what? What else is in here? I think some of them got a little bit maybe nibbled on or messed up. Oh, it said 1,000K, 1K. This was the 1K, and then there was another 1K. So there's part of the 1. Is that the other part? I don't know. This is the 1K. Well, I thought that was just the sweetest thing to come home to. They feel so good. Like, if I ate cookies for breakfast, I'd be eating a cookie right now, but I don't, so I will wait. But yummy! This looks like marshmallow. So we're gonna eat marshmallow for dinner, and then we're gonna eat marshmallow for dessert. Wah wah. It's gonna be a hard day, guys. So I was gonna just show you real quick some of the things that we brought back from vacation. We didn't get a whole lot of stuff. We did take a cab to a shopping center that was really close by to where we were, but every store was pretty much the same store over and over again. I'm not someone that likes to like bargain. I want to know the price, and if the price is right, I'll get it. If the price isn't, I'll walk away. And at these kinds of places, that is not how you do it. My husband and my friend Tony, they like get off on that. They had a good time. But for me, it brings me anxiety. So the first store we went into, I was ready to leave. I was like, okay, because they like follow you around, and the second you look or barely like reach to touch something, they are at your throat. Like, oh, I'll give you a good price of what you like, and trying to put it on you. And I'm like, no. So I only got a couple of things that I wanted. Okay, first, cat, no COVID. I like to take walks on the beach. That sounds like I'm trying to put up a profile of myself, but no, I actually do. Every time we go to the beach, I like to take evening walks or even morning walks. There was not a lot of seashells there, none at all, but they were walking down the beach. We did find one spot that did have some really fun, pretty seashells. So I just picked a few up. I didn't even know if I'd be able to bring these back into the States. I just had them in my, look at that one, isn't that one pretty? I just put them in my pocket and thought, well, if they make me leave them, I'll leave them. But then I picked out an ornament that I thought was really pretty. They didn't have very many ornaments. I'm not sure exactly what this gourd is, but it's cool. It's shaped like an ornament. And I just thought the color of it, I love these colors. Orange, yellow, red, those. I think those are very beautiful together. And then the other thing that I got was an ornament. So I like to collect ornaments from places that I go. This one's from Mexico. This one's from our cruise. This one I got at Chichen Itza when we went to Mexico. I got in Canada when we went to Canada. Panama City. This one I got when we went to go see Fortune Feimster. If you don't know who she is, she's hilarious. Comedian. Hilarious. I love her. And then my husband, here's the can opener wall. He likes to collect the can openers. So he got a can opener. Or not a can opener, a bottle opener. You know, for the alcoholic beverages. I forgot to show you the ornament. This is my ornament I got. I love it. Sunshine, beach, little turtle, little palm tree. It says Punta Cana. So last thing I got at the stores was this box right here. I gave it to my daughter. So it's just like a jewelry box. So it's got the palm trees on it. It's made with cedar, so it smells so good. But I thought it was nice. And then my husband, the last thing he got were these two things at the store. He got Mama Juana, which apparently you can reuse the sticks that are in there and make your own Mama Juana. So he's like super excited to try that. And then also this one called Mama Juana Spicy. If you don't want to go to shops to buy anything, they come to you. So sitting on the beach, you will be... I mean, I was with a friend and my husband that likes to do this stuff, so they made eye contact with every single person that walked by. So they all stopped and showed us all the stuff they had. I did get one thing from like the 30 that stopped there, and it was this cute little box. And I wanted to get this for my special crochet earrings that I made for going on vacation with my friends. So I made myself a pair and I made her a pair. I'm thinking about editing the tutorial for this. I just don't know how good of a tutorial it's gonna be. It might just be like a crochet with me instead of a tutorial, because that's why I got that box. And then the last thing we got, when we went on an excursion, we stopped at this one place that had this sweet, sweet dog. Oh my gosh. If I can throw up the picture of this dog. Okay, story time. But this is hot cocoa, and it was freaking amazing. You got to taste hot cocoa, a drink, and then coffee. And I like the coffee too, but I just got the hot cocoa because I mean, it's so good. Some of you might know I lost my dog. It's almost been a year now. Next month it'll be a year. I'm like tearing up already, gosh. See if I can pull it together to tell this story. So basically we were riding dune buggies, and we were made a few stops, and one of the stops was this little farm where you could pet pygmy goats and donkeys, and they had two dogs. One was a littler dog. I don't know what breed. They were probably both mutts. And then the other one sort of looked like a lab mixed with something, but it came walking up towards me as I got off the dune buggy, just like my chaser would. And you could get some food to feed all the animals. They fed them all the same thing. I don't know what it was. but I was putting food in my hand, and of course I saw a chicken. So that's the first thing I wanted to feed. So I leaned down to feed the chicken, and this dog came up, rubbed himself right up against me, like pushed his weight up against me, and then flopped down beside me. And I sat there trying to feed the chicken with one hand and pet this dog for I know all of like 5 minutes. I did not want to walk away from him. Felt like my chaser reincarnated, or this dog just knew I needed to pet a dog. I had a moment. I did cry, but he never moved. He never got up and left me. I eventually got up and walked away because there was other people that wanted to pet the dog, and I'm like hogging the beautiful, sweet dog. Oh, and looky, more seeds. Stopped at Walmart to buy a beach hat, and they had all their seeds out, and I found some that I didn't have, and decided to pick up some for trading and whatnot. But this one I've never seen, jelly bean hybrid, and it's pelleted. Tomato seeds that are pelleted. So maybe the seeds are super tiny, I don't know. I had one of you all tell me that sowing delphinium can be a pain in the turkis, and that it's really hard to get it to germinate. But I saw these Pacific Giant delphinium that are pelleted. And I thought, well, maybe it'd be easier if they're pelleted. So I'm gonna give it a go. I got some more. I've tried growing this before, unsuccessful Casper eggplant, so I got some pelleted seeds of that. And then, remember me telling you that I wanted to try, where are those things? Right here. To grow maybe cacti or herbs or something in those tiny little pots. So I got some, I saw this, I was like, oh, it's seeds that are cacti, mixed variety. I thought, well, let me see if I can grow those too. We'll see. And then a bunch of these are just like cute little pumpkins, mandarin pumpkin, marigold, tan jalapeno, some more marigolds I've never seen before, pretty sunflowers. This one was Bachelor Button, the dwarf mix. So those are pretty. I've never seen this kind of marigold before, Eskimo marigold. And then, what was the other one that I got? Oh, these. I didn't see these dahlias before. Pom-pom mixed dahlias. So I'm always interested in trying to grow dahlias from seed and then to save the tubers. So that's what I got there. And then I did end up getting my my order. I think in my last seed haul I said that I was missing a basil because it was back ordered, and I did get it. Sweet Danny basil. Rummer? I don't know if I'm saying that. Rummer seeds? My husband is still out there. I don't know if you can see him. Out there talking to Marshmallow. Guess he is saying his goodbyes. This is not what I wanted to come back from vacation to do, but at the same time, my future plan is to one day be able to raise and butcher my own chickens, my own meat, what I like to eat. I should, in my mind, I want to be able to know how to raise it and know how to cull it and process it. So a little earlier than I wanted to get started doing it, but it's gonna happen today. My husband's on board. I'm not forcing him to do this. He watches the documentaries. He was never really keen on getting chickens in the first place, but then once we got him, you know, he's happy that he's eating eggs that, you know, we're raising the eggs. And so this will just be another step in his mind that he is, you know, we're sourcing our own meat ethically. At least this one chicken, this one rooster is going to be sourced ethically. If you watch some of these documentaries, they're horrifying. I do want to take steps to not be a part of that process anymore. So we're just getting ourselves prepared, getting our big old, what we usually use for crab boil. That's what we're going to scald the chicken in to loosen the feathers, and just getting my head wrapped around it. This is going to be hard for me. I keep telling myself that this is something I should know how to do, because if it ever came down to it and one of our chickens got sick, we need to know how to do this. Now, this chicken's and this rooster's not sick, I just can't have him. But at least this will give us a little bit of experience in the event that something does happen and we've got to get rid of one of our hens quickly. Slippery and messy.
It's snowing.
It's like sleet.
Hot.
It's like sleety.
Yeah, be careful.
We're getting things all put together for the moment. So I'm not going to really record like the deed. I think I just feel like maybe this is a good video to share the experience of someone like myself who's a bit of a softie, who's a bit of an animal lover. If you think you're... Come on in, dear.
Huh?
If you think you're someone that can't do this, because at the moment I'm feeling like I can't do it, but I'm gonna do it. I have to do it. I can't keep him. But to share the emotions and just I know people do this all the time. People have to do this because they have to eat. People have to do this because they have a sick rooster. I wonder if it would be easier if he were sick. Maybe I should just think that way, that he's sick. Death is a part of life, right? And someday I hope to live on a farm where I have chickens that lay eggs, go broody, hatch those eggs, and you know, at some point I'm gonna have too many roosters. And I'm gonna have to do this because of that. So it's just the first time is like, it's the same way for anything you do the first time. You're nervous about it and you don't want anything to go wrong. I'm sorry if me being such an emotional mess is making you sick. Okay, so I think we're prepared. I think we're ready to do it. Here goes. I also want to add, we're trying to get together. We're trying to respect him as much as we possibly can. And we're going to, there's controversy over whether you can compost the parts of the animal that you can't use for broth or to eat in compost. I am going to be putting the blood and everything I can't use into the compost. He is going to be used completely. I'm just going to bury it really, really low. It's going to go at the bottom of a new compost pile, and then I'm going to scrape off all of the fresh new compost from the one pile and pile that on top of those parts. I'm going to use his bones and everything for broth, and we are going to have him for dinner in a couple of days. He will be respected. Alrighty, guys. So I think I'm going to end this video, or try to end it on a happier note. And of course, planting things makes me happy. So I have started to prepare. These are going to be, this is just like the beginning of what I'm getting my little containers ready for pepper starting. So tomorrow is pepper day. I'm going to do hot and sweet. But this evening, what I'm going to do, since it's something I can do real quick, is I'm going to plant my sweet potatoes. So starting your own sweet potato slips could not be any easier. At least last year was the first year I did it, and it was super easy. Basically, you stick these in dirt, keep the dirt. I mean, they're already sprouting. Look at that. They want to go. I have had these two. I picked out, well, that one is. This one's not so much, so hopefully this is still a good potato. If not, I will purchase some more sweet potato slips, but I like to try to grow my own. Had these up where all my canned items are, all the way in the back of the shelf in the dark corner of it, just sitting in this box waiting for this moment. I feel like this one's gonna be a good one, man. It's got so many places it's sprouting, but basically I'm gonna go fill one of these bottom things full of dirt without any drain holes. I had last year one with drain holes inside, one without drain holes, and it never came out of the one with the drain holes. So I was just like, I'm not even gonna bother with the drain holes. So let me go get that. All right, so there it is. It's just one of the black things. All I'm going to do is figure out where I want to stick this, and then I'm just gonna plop it down into the dirt, and then I'm going to firm the dirt up around it. And one thing you want to make sure you do is you really want to keep your dirt moist. Or I say dirt, but soil, whatever. And I'm actually going to take this down into the basement and stick it on a heat mat. That's what worked well for me last year. Even with a heat mat, I think it took like 3 to 4 weeks to see sprouts, but I'm thinking that this one here is already going to town. It might be sooner than that. And I actually started growing my sweet potato slips, last year at the very beginning of January, which was way too soon, because then by the time they were ready to go out, they were pretty much they needed to be in the dirt for a month before that, and so they kind of didn't look so good. They were starting to get kind of yucky. So down to the basement on a heat mat they go. Keep the dirt moist, which in my basement, because I'm heating my house with wood pellet stove, dries out real quickly, so I have to water this every day. But once they start to sprout, I usually bring them up into this kitchen window right here. My tomatoes are kind of taking up the space of that, but usually I'll put them, and so is Bob Ross. Look at Bob Ross, he's doing pretty good. He survived us on vacation. Jay did a good job taking care of him. He's looking good. His roots are climbing down his face though. I think I figured that thing out. Yeah, they usually do okay in just a window after they start sprouting. So might be what I do to free up space for seed starting. I actually did a sweet potato, how to grow your own sweet potato slips video. It's one of my very first videos. But I will link it below. It's pretty much what I said to do. You can also do stick the sweet potatoes in a glass of water method, but I didn't do that, and this way turned out just fine for me. So a lot of times, if it works really well the first time I try it, I'm gonna do it that way the next time too. After sitting in there for a few weeks, you'll see little sprouts and the leaves will pop up, and you just break those off and stick them in water, and then they'll grow roots in the water. But I'll link that video below. It's a little bit more detailed than my description right there, but I found it pretty easy to do, so I'm gonna do it again this year. And sweet potatoes were bomb that I grew. Yeah. So it's kind of windy. I hope you'll be able to hear this, but it's the next day. I kind of just feel like a big baby, but I'm having a hard time with the culling of marshmallow. I mean, I kind of feel like a murderer. And I know that there should not be so much disconnect from our food. If we're going to eat chicken, I should be able to raise and kill that chicken. But I don't hunt. I'm not against it, but I've never hunted, so this is the first time. I don't know. Am I being a huge baby? I feel sick to my stomach. It's like I knew I would feel badly. And I think it's okay to feel badly. I don't think it should be something that you take lightly, ever. But I didn't think I would wake up the next day and still just feel so... I'm almost kind of afraid. I kind of wanted to put this on video to show people that think that they can't do it themselves. Because I'm a big softie at heart with animals. I love animals. And I had, when I was trying to find him a home, I had people tell me, different things and said that they weren't able to do this. And I just wanted to show that even though you think you can't do it, that you can. I will get past this, right? The first time is probably the hardest. Or is it always gonna make me feel sick like this? I don't know, maybe I should be vegan. I'm just out here spending some time with my chickens. Thought maybe that would cheer me up a bit.